What's up, everybody? Cigar Shopper Laird Mayhew back with another cigar review, and today I've got the Sancho Panza Double Maduro and Robusto. Stay tuned.
I can smoke stogies in my house, first of all, because her father introduced me to stogies, and second of all, because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
All right. Welcome back to another installment here at Cigar Shopper. I, of course, am your host, Laird Mayhew, and if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't get out of here without subscribing. Even if you only watch a couple of minutes and then skip through everything, just hit the subscribe button. Help us grow. And if this is not your first time here, as always, welcome back. We appreciate the support. It is good to see you. Now, what am I smoking today? Sancho Panza Double Maduro and Robusto, like my intro said. Now, if you get the Cigar International monthly sampler pack, then you got one of these. Okay, I just got mine today. I was gonna come out here and smoke one of my Monte Cristo Afriques and do a review on it, but I figured, let me just go ahead. I got this. Be like my fourth cigar of the day. I'll just go ahead and try. I've been wanting to try the Sancho Panza because it's a cheap cigar, or not cheap cigar. It's a low cost cigar. And I don't even know how much it costs. I got my computer out here, and I was going to look and let you know, but I know it's not. I mean, a box of 20 is like 81 bucks, Handmade in the, of course they're handmade. I ain't smoking no machine-made cigars. I've just been reading like thing. Handmade in Honduras, okay, by the same people that make the Punch, the Hoya de Monterrey, and the Macanudos, okay, same company. So it's a big box company. Double Maduro, what does that mean? Does anybody know? Good guess. The wrapper and the binder are both Maduro leaf tobacco, and they're both, on this one, are Connecticut broadleaf. So you got a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, and you got a Connecticut broadleaf binder. The filler is a mix of Nicaraguan, Honduran, and the Dominican Republic Piloto leaf. Okay? Sounds really good, huh? I mean, maybe. Smell-wise, there ain't much to it. A little peppery. Hold on. That's all I'm getting is a little pepper. Maybe a little earth. Tobacco. I mean, it smells like tobacco. And, sometimes cigars smell a lot like tobacco, even though they're tobacco. You know what I'm talking about. That's all I'm getting is tobacco and a little pepper. Double cap, box press, modeled wrapper. I mean, it's made really well. I can't see the seams. Looks like it's been dipped in like a dark chocolate. And you look in the light there, it's kind of modeled, whatever you want to call it. Double cap, well made. Dense, but not heavy, not light, not soft. Very well made. Let's get into this thing. Let me cut it, and I'm going to give it a light, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. So, stay tuned. All right. Not much happening so far. Hold on. Let me get into it a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on. I got a little bit of burn, like a black pepper burn, but without the flavor. Just a burn in the retrohale. Starting to develop a little bit. I'd say oak, tobacco, a little bit of oaky taste there. Slight black pepper. I'm getting a good burn. Like it's in the retrohale, like my nostrils burning, but I don't really have the flavor. It's just kind of like airy. That's why I'm thinking it's more like oak. Not much happening. A little sweet on the palate, on the lips there, but not a whole lot in the smoke. So I read that it got a 91 rating, but it didn't say who gave it a 91. So I don't know what that means. Who gave it a 91? Maybe I'll look up in between sections here and find out. So again, this is a Robusto, so it's a 5.2 by 54 ring gauge box press, sharply box press too. Very nice cigar. I mean, it has a nice aroma to it. It's got a nice feel. The Connecticut broadleaf wrapper feels really good. I'm just hoping that it develops a little bit more, because right now I'm just getting just a kind of a plain Jane cigar, nothing special. So I'll come back more into the first third and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right, well into the first third here. Burning really nice, look at that. Not razor sharp, but I mean, nice tight white ash. Very good quality Piloto fillers here. But not much in the flavor department. I mean, it's not bad, but there's nothing I can say like the different nuances and notes that we typically look for that make a cigar review even entertaining. It's got a very good smooth tobacco taste to it. It's got a sweetness, just slight, okay? It's just slight. And if I'm really looking for a nuance, it does have like a dark chocolate note, but really it's just a very smooth, deep, rich tobacco. Almost like what you think a cigar is going to taste like before you ever smoke a cigar, okay? But it's not bad. I mean, I'm actually enjoying it. I just feel like I've got to fill a lot of dead air now because there's just not a whole lot of nuance. Construction's good, mouth feels good. The smoke is, got like a creaminess to it, but there's just not a whole lot of flavor. The finish is pretty flat. There's a sweetness, and I believe that's coming from that Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Like I said, slightly chocolatey if I'm reaching, okay, almost like an unsweetened dark chocolate. Not a whole lot of spice. You get like a burn on the retrohale, but there's no flavor. So pretty ho-hum so far. So I don't know. I'll give it to the second third. I'll come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We are in the second third, and let me tell you, the construction on this thing, like I said, I normally don't leave the ashes on this long, and I'm not trying to keep it on. If it falls off, it falls off, but it's hanging on there, so it's very well made, and this ash is really white, which tells me that it's got Dominican dominant tobaccos in it. But flavor-wise, there's not a whole lot to it. It's not bad. When I say there's not a whole lot to it, it's not always a bad thing. It's just not very complex. It's kind of just one-dimensional, and the main flavor, again, is just good, smooth tobacco. Like I said before, it's like what you would expect a cigar to taste like if you've never smoked one before. It's smoking really good. The smoke is chewy. Let me just ash that, just a little tap. I mean, it's got that nice little point in the middle. I forgot what they call that, something blah, 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 punta. There is like a dark chocolate, and it's almost just like semi-sweet, okay, along with the espresso, okay? And I'm not even reaching for those. Now, if I really, really reached, I probably could, well, no, even if you reach with this one, you're not gonna, there's not a lot going on there. Good, earthy tobacco, dark tobacco, very smooth, okay? Even the retrohale is like, I've often referred to it as mint without the mint flavor. So it's just kind of that cooling. There's no spice. There's no bite. A little bit of a burn if you get a real nice retrohale. It kind of burns up there, but flat on the finish. Just, it's enjoyable. I'm not knocking it. I'm actually surprised that I am enjoying it because there's not a whole lot of flavor transitions, and it's not boring. It's just what it is. So let me get into the final third, and I'll come back and tell you what I think about it from there. Stay tuned. All right. We're in the final third. This thing's burning absolutely great. It smokes excellent. I mean, no problems with the burn. The ash is nice and tight. It hangs on. That's what you like. Very well constructed for a rustic cigar. Flavor profiles are pretty much the same. It's like I said, it's just pretty one-dimensional. It's got a slightly dark chocolate and espresso nuance to it. The finish on the palate is where you're going to get the chocolate the dark chocolate from. But it's just a little flat. Very, very good, basic tobacco flavor on this. I mean, for a cigar, I don't even know. I think it costs like $3 or $4. If you buy them in bulk, you probably get them cheaper than that. So definitely a cigar that I would enjoy smoking, like when I'm on the boat fishing or doing something. Because, you know, typically I don't like to smoke a cigar unless I can really concentrate on it. You know, it's just what I do. You know, I'm not, usually don't stick a cigar in my mouth and go hammering something, you know, and have to set it down. But if I was going to do that, this would be a good cigar to do it with because it's affordable and it's good. It's not spectacular. You know, I can't give it all these, you know, different nuances, but it's, as far as like core tobacco flavor and earthiness, you know, mixed in with that dark chocolate nuance and that dark coffee, like unsweetened coffee. I've enjoyed it. You know, here in the final third, it gets a little sweeter, and you start getting a little excited. Like, all right, we're going to start getting some like flavor explosions in it. It's not just a slightly sweeter version of the first and second third. So that's all I got to say about it. I did pick up a box of the, I think in one of the reviews, the last one. I don't know. I've done some reviews this week. I picked up a box of those Monte Cristo Afriques, and I smoked one, and I cannot wait to review that and share that with you. So if you have some, wait for my review to come out. Let's smoke it together. If you haven't, if you smoked it and you can get your hands on it, get it. Because in the next couple days, I'm going to be reviewing that cigar. And it was outstanding, to say the least. But as far as the Sancho Panza Double Maduro, again, it's a 5.2 by 54 Robusto. Double Maduro, of course, that means it's got a Maduro wrapper and binder, both Connecticut broadleaf, and the Honduran, Dominican, and Nicaraguan fillers. Piloto. I don't know which one's Piloto. I'm guessing the Dominican tobacco is the Piloto. Very smooth, enjoyable, rich tobacco flavor. Not a whole lot of crazy nuances. But I'll see you next time. Cigar Sherpa, Laird Mayhew, reminding you to be polite to everybody that you meet. But always have a backup plan in case you got to shoot them in the face.